Welcome home.
Oh, it's pretty good actually. We've been gone now since January 7th.
Wow.
Maybe passed through. Actually, it was cool because we got to pass through the day the Saints were playing the Super Bowl.
Oh.
And we got to stop in New Orleans for that evening.
What did you do when you found out that they were right?
Well, we were home. We got to come witness all the fucking chaos down here. You know, we were sharing a bus with Suffocation, so one of the guys in Suffocation, Frank, the singer, was hanging out, and after it happened, he was drinking during the Super Bowl and everything, and I brought him down here to see the fucking madness that broke out. So it was actually cool to be here during the whole experience.
Mm-hmm. I met Frank. He's a cool guy. So
Frank's a good guy. Frank, did you meet Frank or did you meet Frank the Tank? Because he's got like an alter ego when he drinks a good bit.
I met the nice one.
Well, it's nice either side. You just, when he's Frank the Tank, if you rub him the wrong way, it might be a bad experience.
Well, we were drinking with him, but he had not yet. Got really.
No, all the guys in Suffocation are great, and we had never been on a bus before, and to share with them, like for the first time being on a bus, was pretty much awesome because I mean they were all really good individuals, no problems, no, like I hear these horror stories sometimes when bands share buses and they're not getting along with the other band, but we all got along really good. I mean, we have wound up nights, of course, I mean that's a given, but overall, just everybody worked together.
That's awesome. Well, your latest album, Carving Out the Eyes of God, is very, very successful. Everybody loves it. I gush about it constantly myself.
Thank you.
What accomplishments did it have?
We never really went in like the idea of like creating something, you know. I mean, we just had this basic idea of what we wanted to do and what we like and what we like to do. You know, it wasn't like this thing set out like, hey, we're looking to hit the market like this and we're looking to appeal to these individuals and everything. We just went after stuff that we liked, and we just, you know, with every record you're always trying to improve and, you know, whatever, sound-wise, music-wise, things like that. So it's all part of the cycle of the growth of the band too. So it's, you know, and we tour a lot. Obviously you can see we're always on the road. Whenever the record comes out, we're out for like a year to 2 years, just steadily touring for it. And it's, you know, it's awesome. It's got a lot of good response, feedback. It's made a lot of top 10 lists. It's when it first came out in its first week, it made the top Billboard 200 chart and everything. So it's really cool, you know, but it definitely does put us in a position where when we go in for the next record, that there's achievements that we need to kind of build on to overcome that one. Not saying that we're going to change our style for anyone or anything like that to make things like more appeasing, but definitely I think internally within our own like writing and everything that we want to improve and get better as a band. So, you know, it just, things like that kind of assist and make you, you know, work harder towards it.
Do you have any idea yet how your sound could improve?
I guess in different way. I mean, it's hard, man, because like on Carving, the recording's really good. We're really happy with how the whole recording came out. I mean, I guess you could always improve, but sometimes you don't want to, I guess, examine it too much because you could end up moving backwards with it too. And I don't think right now we've really examined a lot of things with it. I think we're just touring right now and doing things, and we're kind of talking about what we're going to do for the next record and getting ideas together and stuff like that. But usually, because we're on the road so much, we don't get to really lock in a lot of ideas because every day's crazy. You know, it's like drive 8 hours to a city, play a show, everybody's up all night drinking, doing things, go to sleep at 6, 7, 8 in the morning, wake up a couple hours later, drive another 8 hours. So I guess the ideas are in everyone's head, and then when we all get together and everybody's on the same page, we kind of share ideas, and then we build it off like that. So it's just a matter of, I guess, maybe not overanalyzing too much and just kind of going in with a level head and being like, hey, this is what we want to do. These are the things we want to improve, whether there's certain writing structures in the way our songs flow, if we want to make them flow a little better, you know. I mean, I think some of it's subconscious too, where you just naturally, it's the growth of the band and being with the individuals you've been with for a certain amount of time. It just, I guess, maybe improves as it goes along, or I guess if things aren't going right, it doesn't quite improve. So it's always a toss-up, you know, because bands always say, oh, this next album's going to be the best ever, you know, and I don't think we want to really be like that, you know, we kind of go after things we enjoy and like to play. It's more of what's in our hearts when we're doing it than anything else and being worried about what the whole populace does.
And Eric Rutan was a producer of the album.
Yes, second time too.
How do you really like working with him on this?
Yeah. Well, he's very stern, you know, and he's really hard-nosed about a lot of things, but he's really looking for the benefit of you as a band and basically the whole outcome of the record for his end too, you know. But he definitely wants to make sure you put forth your best performance when you're in there. But I think that it's really cool now because at this point, like Rutan and us, we share like this little bond, I guess, you know, since we worked together now 2 times, where we can kid with each other, you know, we can be in the studio, joke about something, rag on each other, somebody gets fired up, bicker, and then you move on to the next thing, you know. But it's a comfortable environment because everybody knows everybody and they're all comfortable in the situation. Like with carving compared to A Haunting Curse. A Haunting Curse was cool. We just ran into some problems with Sammy had some problems with the gear and stuff like that. But like going in with carving, everybody was just on the same page, including Rutan. Like even before we went in, the guys were recording songs like on a computer or 4-track and sending Rutan samples, so he was kind of familiar with the music once we entered. And then once you enter, you know, everybody's on the same page and it makes the process so much smoother. Everybody, you know, it's not like this stressful fucking idea that's going on. I think I used to feel like the studio was a bit stressful, but now it's like it's kind of like a comfortable thing. Like, okay, we're in here. This is what we're gonna do. This is what goes on for the week, and this is what's gonna go on next week, and this is how the cycle's gonna be. And everybody just works together. You know, I mean, there's times you sit like usually the vocals are the last thing that get done. So if you're in there for 4 weeks, you get the last week. So, you know, there's a lot of time sitting around. But, you know, it gives you time to go over stuff too. Like I had gotten with Rutan and we worked out something where late at night when like all the major stuff was finished being worked on, he would run the songs and I would like sing along with him, kind of practice. Because basically you're sitting there for so long and it's almost like you fall out of sync with what's going on in a sense. So, you know, he was like, wow, this is cool, we can do this, you know, it's a really good idea. And he was like, I think I'm gonna start doing that with bands when they start coming in. So the singer's fresh when he kind of steps in to actually record because he's been practicing with it. And all he's got to do is like at the night when he's saving everything down and it's copying down to a hard drive, he just runs it and lets it play. And you just sit in the booth and you just kind of sing along with it and kind of get the idea going and kind of build it up yourself. So yeah, I'm told he's a great individual, man. I can't say too many good things about him, man. It's just he's really easy to work with and we've all come to a really good bond together as far as working together. And I definitely believe that he will be the one that will go to the next record.
That's great, and I think that focus really comes out.
Yeah, it does, and it's not like that it's getting too comfortable, you know, where all of a sudden people are getting lazy, like, and then it's gonna back off of something not gonna evolve with the music. I think that everybody, not only everyone in the band, but even Rutan, we're all like even critics of our own selves, that we won't let that kind of thing happen, where we let things just, we're all comfortable here, let's just relax one day, you know, let's relax another day and then try to do this, and then all of a sudden you're rushing at the end. You know, I think everything just builds better and better as long as the relationship keeps moving.
It's not too tempting being on the beach or anything in Florida.
No, I mean, you got time, like I said, you know, like in my case, you know, well, like let's take the drummer's case now. He's the first one that pretty much does it. And then when he's done, he doesn't really come back into play until the end when you're mixing. So he finishes it within the first week, and then he's stuck there for 2 weeks doing nothing. So basically, each member, when they're finished their thing, they can run off and go do what they really want, you know, until you have to come back in the studio and be there for any certain things that need to go on with mixing and things like that.